Good day, brothers and sisters. Today I want to speak to you about becoming a strong man. In a world that measures strength by biceps and bank accounts, we must redefine what it means to be truly strong. Strength is often misunderstood in today's world. When we hear the word strength, images of physical prowess, muscular builds, or feats of athleticism may come to mind. However, true strength transcends the physical realm. It is not confined to the size of one's muscles or the weight one can lift. It is a reflection of one's character, spirit, and resilience. Real strength is rooted in qualities that define the essence of a person, not just the body they inhabit. To understand true strength, one must first recognize that it originates from within. Physical abilities can fade, but inner strength endures. It is forged in the quiet moments of decision-making, in the way a man chooses to respond to adversity, and in his ability to stand firm when life becomes unpredictable. Strength is revealed not when everything is going well, but when the pressures of life threaten to break him. A truly strong man remains steady in the face of uncertainty, demonstrating unwavering resolve and faith. Strength is also about control, not control over others, but self-control. The ability to master one's emotions, impulses, and reactions is a profound indicator of true strength. It requires far more power to hold one's tongue in anger than to lash out. It takes courage to forgive when wrong, to let go of grudges, and to choose peace over vengeance. A strong man is not ruled by his emotions or circumstances. He rules over them with wisdom and composure. True strength is deeply tied to vulnerability. Many think of vulnerability as a weakness, but the opposite is true. It takes immense courage to admit when you are wrong, to ask for help, or to open your heart to others. A strong man does not hide behind a facade of invincibility. He recognizes that admitting his humanity and embracing his imperfections are acts of bravery. This kind of openness allows him to connect with others on a deeper level, fostering trust and mutual respect. Integrity is another hallmark of true strength. A man of strength lives by his principles, even when it costs him something. He does what is right, not because it is easy or convenient, but because it aligns with his values. He refuses to compromise his integrity for temporary gains or societal approval. Such a man is like a rock in a turbulent sea, unshaken and reliable. People trust him because they know his word is his bond. Moreover, strength involves the ability to endure and adapt. Life is full of challenges, and a strong man does not crumble under pressure. Instead, he sees adversity as an opportunity for growth. He learns from his failures, grows stronger through his pain, and remains hopeful even in the darkest times. This resilience is not about ignoring struggles, but facing them head-on with courage and determination. In every aspect, true strength is not something a man is born with, it is cultivated. It is a daily choice to lead with character, discipline, and purpose, setting an example for others to follow. It is strength of mind, heart, and spirit that defines the essence of a truly strong man. Purpose is the driving force behind every great accomplishment and every fulfilled life. It is the internal compass that guides a man through the complexities of existence, providing clarity amidst chaos and direction in moments of uncertainty. Without purpose, even the strongest man can feel lost, adrift in a sea of endless choices and unfulfilled potential. Purpose gives life meaning, turning ordinary moments into stepping stones toward a greater goal and transforming challenges into opportunities for growth. A man with purpose lives intentionally. He wakes up each day with a clear understanding of why he does what he does and where he is headed. This sense of purpose fuels his decisions, aligns his actions with his values, and empowers him to remain focused even when distractions abound. When a man understands his purpose, he no longer wastes energy chasing things that do not serve him. Instead, he channels his time, effort, and resources into pursuits that bring him closer to his ultimate vision. Purpose is not just about personal fulfillment, it is about contribution. A strong man realizes that his life is not only about himself, but also about the impact he has on others and the legacy he leaves behind. Purpose drives him to live beyond self-interest, inspiring him to use his talents, abilities, and experiences to make a difference in the lives of those around him. It compels him to rise above complacency and mediocrity, striving instead to achieve excellence in every area of his life. The beauty of purpose is that it provides resilience in the face of adversity. Life is full of obstacles, and without purpose it is easy to become discouraged or give up. However, a man who knows his purpose understands that challenges are not roadblocks but stepping stones. He sees setbacks as temporary and uses his purpose as a source of strength to persevere. Purpose gives him the endurance to keep moving forward when the journey becomes difficult and the courage to stand firm when others doubt him. Purpose also brings a sense of fulfillment that material success alone cannot provide. Wealth, status, and achievements may bring temporary satisfaction, but without purpose they can feel empty and meaningless. A man driven by purpose finds joy in the process, not just the outcome. He is motivated by the knowledge that his efforts are aligned with a greater vision, which gives his life depth and significance. Finding purpose requires self-reflection and a willingness to ask meaningful questions. What do I stand for? What legacy do I want to leave behind? How can I use my gifts to serve others? These questions may not have immediate answers, but the journey of discovering purpose is as important as living it. A strong man is not afraid to seek clarity, to reassess his direction when necessary, and to pursue his purpose with unwavering determination. Ultimately, purpose transforms a man's life. It elevates his actions, strengthens his resolve, and brings alignment between his dreams and his reality. A man with purpose becomes unstoppable not because he is immune to challenges, but because he knows why he must overcome them. Inner resilience is the foundation of a strong and enduring life. It is the ability to withstand life's challenges, adapt to unexpected changes, and rise stronger from adversity. While external circumstances may be beyond one's control, the strength of a man's inner world determines how he responds to them. Building inner resilience is not about avoiding difficulties, but about developing the capacity to face them with courage, clarity, and resolve. Resilience begins with mindset. A man must train himself to see obstacles not as permanent roadblocks, but as opportunities to grow. Adversity has a way of revealing strengths we never knew we had, pushing us beyond the limits we set for ourselves. A resilient mindset embraces challenges as a natural part of life, understanding that pain and difficulty are often the catalyst for growth and transformation. This perspective allows a man to navigate hardships with a sense of purpose rather than despair. The process of building resilience requires self-awareness. A man must first understand his own emotions, triggers, and reactions. This awareness enables him to confront his fears, doubts, and insecurities rather than being controlled by them. It takes strength to look inward and acknowledge one's vulnerabilities, but it is in this acknowledgement that the seeds of resilience are planted. By facing what is within, a man equips himself to face what is outside. Another key aspect of resilience is learning to manage emotions effectively. Life will inevitably bring moments of disappointment, frustration, and grief. A resilient man does not suppress these emotions, but processes them in a healthy and constructive way. He understands that emotions are natural but temporary, and he refuses to let them dictate his decisions or actions. This emotional mastery allows him to remain calm and focused, even in the midst of chaos. Resilience is also about adaptability. Life rarely unfolds exactly as planned, and the ability to adjust to new circumstances is crucial for long-term success. A man who is rigid in his thinking or resistant to change will find himself broken by the unexpected. On the other hand, a man who is flexible and open to new possibilities will not only survive change but thrive because of it. Adaptability is a sign of strength, not weakness, as it demonstrates the ability to evolve and grow. A resilient man also cultivates a strong support system. While resilience is an inner quality, it is strengthened through meaningful connections with others. Family, friends, mentors, and community provide encouragement and perspective during difficult times. Asking for help is not a sign of failure, it is a recognition that strength often comes from unity. The support of others can provide the boost needed to persevere through even the toughest challenges. Resilience is built through consistency and intentional effort. Each time a man overcomes a challenge, he strengthens his ability to face the next one. It is not the absence of struggle that makes a man resilient, but his willingness to endure, learn, and grow through every trial. And by committing to personal growth and maintaining a mindset of perseverance, a man can cultivate the inner resilience needed to withstand life's greatest tests. Embracing responsibility is one of the defining characteristics of a strong and honorable man. It is the willingness to accept ownership of one's actions, decisions, and the consequences that follow. Responsibility is not a burden, but a privilege, a demonstration of maturity, leadership, and integrity. A man who embraces responsibility stands out in a world where many shy away from accountability, seeking instead to shift blame or avoid commitments. Taking responsibility begins with self-awareness. A man must first recognize that he is the architect of his life. While external factors may influence circumstances, the choices he makes and the attitudes he adopts ultimately determine the course of his journey. Embracing responsibility means refusing to adopt a victim mentality no matter the challenges or injustices faced. Instead, a man acknowledges his role in shaping his future and takes proactive steps to improve his situation. This mindset empowers him to act with purpose and resolve. Responsibility extends to every area of life. In relationships, it means being dependable and trustworthy. A man who embraces responsibility honors his commitments to his family, friends, and community. He does not make excuses or leave others to pick up the pieces of his unfinished tasks. Instead, he fulfills his duties with diligence, understanding that his reliability strengthens the bonds of trust and respect. Whether as a father, husband, son, or friend, he recognizes the impact of his actions on others and strives to be a source of support and guidance. In the professional realm, responsibility is the cornerstone of success. A responsible man takes ownership of his work, meeting deadlines and delivering results with excellence. He does not shy away from challenges or blame others for setbacks. Instead, he learns from mistakes and uses them as opportunities for growth. Responsibility in the workplace builds credibility and earns the respect of colleagues, creating a reputation for competence and integrity. Embracing responsibility also involves accountability to oneself. A man must hold himself to high standards, setting goals and following through on his commitments. This requires discipline, consistency, and the ability to delay gratification in pursuit of long-term success. The responsibility is about doing what needs to be done, even when it is difficult or inconvenient. It is the daily practice of making choices that align with one's values and aspirations, knowing that each decision contributes to the bigger picture. One of the greatest aspects of responsibility is its transformative power. When a man takes responsibility for his life, he gains control over his destiny. He no longer feels at the mercy of circumstances, but instead becomes an active participant in his own story. This shift in perspective fosters confidence, resilience, and a sense of purpose. It also inspires others to take ownership of their lives, creating a ripple effect of accountability and empowerment. Finally, embracing responsibility requires humility. A man must be willing to admit when he is wrong, take corrective action, and learn from his mistakes. Responsibility is not about perfection, but about growth. It is the recognition that leadership begins with accountability and that true strength is found in the ability to face life's demands with courage and commitment. Serving others with humility is one of the greatest demonstrations of strength and character. It is an act of selflessness that places the needs of others above one's own desires, driven not by the pursuit of recognition or reward, but by genuine care and compassion. In a world that often glorifies self-interest, Humility in service stands as a profound testament to a man's integrity and purpose. To serve with humility is to recognize that true leadership is not about power or control, but about empowering others. A man who serves others is not concerned with his status or title, but focuses on how he can make a positive impact in the lives of those around him. He sees himself as part of a greater whole, understanding that his contributions are not diminished by his willingness to uplift others. Instead, his humility enhances his ability to lead effectively, as people are drawn to those who serve with sincerity and authenticity. At the heart of humility lies the ability to listen. Serving others requires understanding their needs, struggles, and aspirations. A humble man does not assume he knows what is best for others, but takes the time to hear their voices and value their perspectives. This act of listening builds trust and fosters deeper connections, enabling him to serve in a way that is meaningful and impactful. He sets aside his ego and approaches each situation with empathy, recognizing the worth and dignity of every individual. Humility in service also means letting go of the need for recognition. A man who serves with humility does not seek applause or validation for his efforts. His motivation comes from a genuine desire to help, not from a need to boost his reputation. This selfless approach allows him to give freely without expecting anything in return. He understands that the greatest rewards often come not in the form of accolades, but in the quiet satisfaction of knowing he has made a difference. Serving others with humility requires a mindset of abundance. A humble man is not threatened by the success or well-being of others. Instead, he celebrates it. He knows that lifting others up does not diminish his own achievements, but creates a stronger, more supportive community. By sharing his knowledge, resources, and time, he helps others reach their full potential, creating a ripple effect of positivity and progress. This kind of service is not always easy. It often involves sacrifices of time, energy, and even personal comfort. However, a man who serves with humility understands that these sacrifices are worthwhile. He finds joy in seeing others succeed and takes pride in knowing that his efforts have contributed to something greater than himself. Humility allows him to see the bigger picture, prioritizing the collective good over individual gain. Ultimately, serving others with humility transforms both the giver and the receiver. It fosters gratitude, builds character, and strengthens relationships. A humble man understands that his strength lies not in dominating others, but in supporting them, creating an environment where everyone can thrive. Through acts of service, he embodies the highest ideals of humanity, leaving a lasting legacy of kindness, generosity, and purpose. Mastering consistency and growth is essential for a man striving to achieve greatness. While talent and ambition can spark progress, it is consistency, the ability to show up day in and day out, that sustains it. Growth, on the other hand, ensures that a man does not remain stagnant but evolves continually, becoming better with time. Together, these principles form the backbone of lasting success and fulfillment. Consistency is the discipline of commitment. It is about doing what needs to be done, even when motivation wanes or circumstances are challenging. A man who masters consistency understands that small, deliberate actions repeated over time lead to significant results. He does not rely on fleeting bursts of inspiration, but builds habits that keep him moving toward his goals. Whether it's in his work, relationships, or personal development, consistency allows him to make steady progress, transforming his efforts into meaningful achievements. To be consistent, a man must prioritize discipline over convenience. He recognizes that the path to success is not always easy or enjoyable, but he chooses to stay the course regardless of how he feels in the moment. Consistency requires perseverance, continuing to show up even when results are not immediately visible. It is the ability to focus on the process, trusting that the outcomes will follow with time and effort. A man who masters this understands that success is not built overnight, but through relentless dedication to his craft. Growth, on the other hand, is about embracing change and striving for improvement. It is the recognition that no matter how skilled or accomplished a man becomes, there is always room to learn and evolve. Growth begins with a mindset of humility and curiosity, a willingness to explore new ideas, accept constructive criticism, and challenge one's own limitations. A man committed to growth does not fear failure. He sees it as an opportunity to gain wisdom and refine his approach. Mastering growth requires intentionality. A man must actively seek opportunities to expand his knowledge, develop new skills, and step outside his comfort zone. Growth does not happen by chance. It requires a deliberate effort to push beyond the familiar and strive for higher levels of excellence. This often involves setting clear goals and creating a plan to achieve them. It also means surrounding oneself with people who inspire and challenge, fostering an environment that encourages continual learning and self-improvement. Consistency and growth are deeply interconnected. Consistency lays the foundation for growth, creating the structure and discipline necessary for a man to pursue his ambitions. At the same time, growth fuels consistency by providing the motivation and purpose to keep moving forward. Together, they ensure that a man is not only persistent in his efforts but also strategic in his development, allowing him to reach new heights while maintaining a solid base. Ultimately, mastering consistency and growth transforms a man's life. It allows him to build momentum, overcome obstacles, and achieve his goals while becoming a better version of himself. It is not about perfection, but progress, the daily choice to strive for excellence and evolve into the man he is capable of becoming. In conclusion, the journey to becoming a strong man is not defined by mere physical prowess or fleeting accomplishments, but by cultivating a character rooted in purpose, resilience, responsibility, humility, and consistency. The strength is an inner quality forged in the crucible of challenges and refined through deliberate growth. It is about understanding that life's greatest rewards come not from serving oneself, but from serving others, lifting those around you, and leaving a legacy of integrity and impact. A strong man lives with intention, guided by a clear sense of purpose that fuels his actions and inspires his decisions. He faces adversity with courage, knowing that resilience is built not by avoiding challenges, but by enduring and learning from them. He embraces responsibility, holding himself accountable for his actions while striving to make a positive difference in the world. In humility, he serves others selflessly, understanding that true greatness lies in uplifting those around him. And through consistency, he builds habits that drive continuous growth, ensuring he becomes the best version of himself. This journey is not easy, nor is it ever truly complete. But in the pursuit of these principles, a man discovers his true strength, not just for his own benefit, but to be a pillar of support and inspiration to others. In embracing this path, he embodies the values that define a life of purpose, fulfillment, and lasting impact. This is the essence of becoming a strong man.